During this video, I will be giving a brief history of vaccinations, starting with the first vaccination, through the advancements of vaccines, and up to present day beliefs and views on vaccination. The chances are that most of us have been vaccinated at one stage in our life, and most of us won't even remember it because we were too young. Vaccination has been part of our life for over 200 years. The first vaccination being performed in 1796 by a British physician called Edward Jenner. It's worth mentioning though that the Chinese have been doing a similar technique called variolation since about 10,000 BC. After Jenner's breakthrough, there were no real advancements in the field of vaccination for nearly a century. Then, in a period of under 20 years, before the end of the 19th century, vaccines were discovered for cholera, rabies, tetanus, typhoid fever, and the bubonic plague, which between the years of 1348 and 1350 killed about a third of the population of Europe. The 20th century was unquestionably the most progressive period for the advancement of vaccination. Vaccines for 25 different diseases were discovered between 1921 and 1998, some of the most famous being diphtheria, tuberculosis, scarlet fever, whooping cough, yellow fever, typhus, influenza, polio, anthrax, measles, mumps and rubella, which is generally given as one injection, and chickenpox and pneumonia. In finding cures and supplying vaccines for these illnesses, medicine has given us an improved herd health. Herd health is when a vast majority of a population is being vaccinated against a disease. This mass vaccination is also known as community immunity, because a larger amount of people protected from infection means the disease has a greatly reduced chance of spreading and becoming an epidemic or a pandemic. Although it is true that since its discovery, vaccination has only eradicated one disease, being smallpox, it is thought that it has saved around 9 million lives worldwide, and it is hypothesized that soon diphtheria and polio could soon be eradicated too. Despite this success, there has been of late some reluctance in some groups to deny the need for vaccination. In America particularly, there is questions around the safety of the injection. There has been accusations that the measles, mumps and rubella injection can cause autism. This allegation stems from the fact that thimerosal, which is a mercury-based preservative, was used to keep the needle sterile. In Australia, thimerosal has not been used since 2000, as the syringes are now individually packaged. Accusations regarding the inclusions of thimerosal and the link to autism have been found to have no evidence by the American Academy of Pediatricians, the British Chief Medical Officer, the UK Medical Research Council, Canadian experts and numerous other scientists. As well as the threat of autism because of vaccinations, there is a strong body of parents that believe unimmunized children are less frequently ill than immunized children, and there are many discussion groups and forums on the internet that demonstrate how strongly they uphold this opinion. Another reason parents will choose not to immunize their children is because of religious beliefs. For example, Christian Science, a lesser known denomination of Christianity, believe in faith healing, which is a practice that focused prayer can cure and heal all illnesses. It is worth mentioning that high priests from Judaism and Islam have given their approval for followers to be vaccinated, despite the fact that a lot of vaccines contain pork gelatin. It is considered that the benefits of vaccination are sufficient to warrant leniency on this occasion. Since its discovery in 1796, it is easy to demonstrate that vaccination has made a massive improvement on our lives. I mentioned earlier it has saved around 9 million lives since its discovery, about the same as the population of Austria. And while of late it does have its skeptics, it would be very difficult to put forward a strong enough argument to convince a vast majority to turn their backs on vaccination. Vaccination is here to stay, and I believe it has made our lives better.